I'm Terry Gilbert with Learn to Speak with Confidence. And today I want to share a tip, or I want to ask a question. Do you know your audience? Now, at first you're thinking, that is a crazy question. What do you mean, do I know my audience? Do you know your customer? Do you know your spouse? Do you know your child? Because so often that's where the communication breakdown happens, because we don't know the person we're talking to. We know their name, we know a few things about, we don't really know what they need. And so this is the key thing here. If you can find out what audience you're speaking to, and specifically the problem they have, because people don't want to do work. They want relief from their pain. Most of the audiences want to know, how can I get fixed? What do you have for me that's going to relieve my pain? And this is a good question I always ask. So if you're taking notes, write this down. What keeps your client up at night? What keeps your audience up at night? Because that's their deepest, whatever keeps you from sleeping, that's your deepest problem. If you can speak into that, if you can heal that, if you can address that, fix that, sell a drug for that, whatever it is, that is what your customer needs. So know your audience and solve their pain. And if you can do that, oh my goodness, if you can be the answer to their problem. And again, give you 3 ways that you can find out this answer. Number 1 is you just ask the question, what is it you need? What keeps you up at night? And they will give you that answer. So number 2 is you have to listen. So you have to ask and you have to listen. And here's the 3rd thing. Once you know their pain, because you've asked them and you listened, and you know their problem, they use a verbiage. You want to speak that back in their language. And I'll give you an example. My son, when they talk about dating, they'll say they're talking. I still don't really know what talking is. But back when my mother dated, it was courting. Back when my husband and I dated, it's dating. It is what it's supposed to be. But if you're talking to an audience of younger generation, you need to know what their verbiage is, because it's not called dating, it's called talking. So you need to know what their speech is, or their talking. And this is why you need to know that. This is the secret. Have you ever walked up on a conversation and you hear somebody talking and you feel like, oh my gosh, did they read my journal? Or have they read my email? They know exactly what I'm talking about, because their words sound like words you would use. There's a similarity. People are attracted to like kind. So if you can repeat their problem and give them the answer to their problem in their type wording, that's a doorway in. So knowing your audience and being the answer to their pain, you ask, you listen, and you respond with their words. I hope this has been some value to you today, and I hope you apply this in your world, because it works in whatever level, whether it's at home or in the marketplace. Try this on your next customer or your next relationship and see how it works for you. And I would love to hear in the comment section below what your thoughts are. If this has added value, please share it with a friend. Thank you.